Hi, this is Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question with a new menu screen. How long can I lope as a chef in the post Part 5 world? Let's load it in, and it's going to ask me some questions that I hadn't thought about what I want the answers to be. Do we want the cougar? I mean, I don't really think it's going to be a big impact to me, particularly in this mode. So sure. Sure.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So I have been thinking about where we are at and where we need to go, and I think in order to travel, we have to have broth. And I think we need to start, look at all the salt I have. We need to start accumulating more broth. We have some broth. But if we have broth with us, we can make chef meals anywhere we go. But without broth, I'm dependent on oats and stuff. I mean, I guess I still need flour. So we also need a hammer and acorns. So I kind of almost want to restructure here. Now, hang on. Let's look at the stews for a second. So you need broth and you need flour. You can't, no, hang on. You can't actually make it with acorns, which is disappointing. That puts a cap on it. So, and where are we on cooking? We're cooking 5. The pies require oil and flour. At some point, I guess we're just going to be bannock-ing it. Yeah. Okay, so I hadn't thought about that. Because you still need flour for the stew to thicken it. I mean, you can just eat broth. 850 calories. Like, it's not terrible. Okay, so either way, I think that's definitely something, if we're going to travel, we need to kind of build a travel kit of broth. That's what I think I need to be working on. So, I really need to get these ptarmigans. Getting ptarmigans would be much easier with a bow. This is kind of a chicken and egg thing. I have been here in Mountain Town for how long? 5 days. Longer than any other location that we've been to. We haven't been to Timberwolf Mountain. We are unlikely to find much cooking flour, stuff there. We have not been to Hush River Valley, same situation. Bleak Inlet definitely could have stuff. Ash Canyon, not likely. Black Rock, decently. Transfer Pass, I doubt it. Forsaken Airfield, Zone of Contamination, I think both of those, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere near Sundered Pass. I have spent a good portion of my week in Sundered Pass, and yeah. We will not be taking the chef to Sundered Pass anytime soon. But FA isn't a terrible idea. And ZOC isn't a terrible idea. But we gotta get ourselves the ability to move out of here. We're kind of stuck. And I feel like broth and a bow. Now, do we have a hacksaw? We do. So if you go to Ash Canyon, you can get a shit ton of matches. You can get the backpack. You can get saplings. There's saplings everywhere in Ash Canyon. And there is arrowheads in the drawer. So you wouldn't necessarily have to forge right away. Don't I have like 2 hammers right here? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. These are hard choices. These are strategic choices. Those do not play into my strong points. Time of day. It's getting close to evening. Let's start by just getting a handle on the weather, which sounds not good. Apparently, at some point, the outside will be here. Okay, the weather isn't bad. There is a ptarmigan here. I already took the meat out of it. There are no other ptarmigans. I'm trying to remember where else they show up. Oh, yeah, they show up by the trailer. That's right. What is that? Okay, that's just a little thing on my screen. There's also the Basin. The Basin gets us to... You know, the Basin gets us to Muskeg. We could go to Muskeg and forge? I don't know. I'm really struggling right now. Like, I haven't given this any thought. I'm like, well, time to record. Bam, just popped in the game and, you know, started. And I hadn't really thought about, well, what is the next move here? And I am also not happy with the weight. So I'm having like kind of like a bit of a analysis paralysis here. We have too much stuff. We are halfway tired. Let's go by weight. Really? The hatchet weighs almost 2 kilos? I did not know that. Oh, this is just in tools. Okay. Guys, I think I found the source of the water issue. Or the weight issue. Okay. Let's drop that down just a bit, shall we? Let's call that, let's say 8. Oh, guys, it's so much better now. Okay. We figured that out. And we will have a drink. Is there a maple sapling that is in Mountain Town that I just haven't located? Oh my god, it's a stupid rock. I went over here. Pretty sure. I'm determined to get this run past 30 days now. I want this to be the new PB because I didn't think the chef could go this far. Maybe I just need to learn more about Mountain Town. We're not very cold, so, you know, we should be able to explore here a bit. Thanks, Astrid. That's helpful. Just have something out in case we need it. Decent visibility, so I should be able to see a ways away. And we'll just look for saplings. It would probably be faster. Would it be? How long does it take to cure maple saplings? 6 days? 4 days? You'd think I'd know these things, but this is not the type of information I absorb. My brain is very odd in what it keeps and what it tosses away. And, you know, if I could control it, I would. It's always running its own frickin' game plan. I mean, I definitely could play today in a way that just didn't get the chef killed. That would be easy. But I want to find a way to move the chef forward. And I think long term, that means bow. Like 50 days, what a cool accomplishment that would be. 50 days as a chef, that'd be awesome. That's a great goal to shoot for. Are you? Yeah. Alright, good deal, man. Look, dude, I don't even need it. I guess I could use the hide, but you know what? I'm just gonna let you have it. Have you seen any saplings, though? If you could let me know. Looks like a back way to the gas station. I didn't know about this way. Dude, you're like way over there. Stop being so loud. There's got to be a maple sapling. There's got to be. See, part of this is that I spent a very long time in my long dark playing career avoiding Mountain Town because I didn't like it. I have learned to like it. But I really need to learn it. You know, and I have A to B knowledge on most maps, but I don't have in-depth knowledge on... I go here, I go here, I go here. Here's how you get from here, here's how you get to here. But like, oh, where can you find this thing? Yeah, I'm usually not good at that. I need to get better at it. Always need to get better. And I know a lot of people use their time in game as a flex, like, oh, I have X thousand hours in this game. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, because I'm proof of that. Someone can play the game for 300 hours and know it way better than me. Kind of just depends on your wiring and what you pay attention to. It might even be a little bit, if you remember, if you saw my Father's Day video. For Father's Day, I recorded myself playing American Truck Simulator, which is my father's favorite computer game. In fact, it is the only computer game he plays. His entire computer with the wheels and the pedals and everything, it is an American Truck Simulator machine. That is what his computer is for. And that's awesome. I love it. I think that's great. I think it's great that he found something that he just so completely and thoroughly enjoys. It makes me feel bad that he feels guilty about playing it, but that has, those are his issues. But he doesn't play the game, he operates the program. He takes it very seriously. And I think I play the Long Dark. I think that's it. I think that's why sometimes these knowledge things escape me. I'm playing. Okay, well, I didn't see any damn saplings anywhere. No, I'm sure I've been in here. Right. It'd be awesome if I haven't. Nah, I have. That sucks. Alright, so I mean we could hang out here. I didn't really, bring food or anything. And I do think I have skillet. I could make some porridge. I think we still have oats for porridge. Not a lot of fuel, I don't think. On a normal run, I would definitely be going into HRB now. But chef-wise, I'm not sure what we'd find there, other than, ptarmigans and stuff. Like, that's why I feel like once we have broth, but we still need the flour. Yeah. We still need the flour. I kind of wish they would allow acorn flour to take the place of regular flour in these recipes. But, and I've been thinking about this a lot this week, there's a design philosophy in play here. And I think at times there is a mismatch between that will take too long to cook. That will also take too long to cook. We'll make tea. There is a mismatch between the design philosophy of the game and how people, some people want to play it. There is a community that I think is probably overrepresented on Twitch and YouTube as a percentage of the full community that wants to live forever, that wants to play forever. And I believe the core design philosophy of the game at the beginning, and this is completely my opinion and it is subjective, and it was no, you're not supposed to be able to do anything forever. And like it now, I'm in a case where I'm kind of grumbling because I can't live as a chef forever. Like now I'm taking it like several steps removed. It's not just I want to be able to live forever. I want to be able to live as a chef forever. Like, so I get it. There's going to be a limitation to how far you can take the cooking. And it's fine. And we'll just see how far we can go. It's been an interesting week. I'll say that. It's been an interesting week, both engaging with the update myself, and then engaging with it as to make videos and stream it, and then being aware of the community reaction to it. And it's been an interesting week, and having been on both sides of the equation, both as a creative, an author, as well as someone who was, I worked for years at what was effectively a software company. And so, the idea that once you take your baby and you put it out in the field is not always going to react to your baby the way you thought they would. And that's tough on all sides. So I feel for everybody involved. I think it's fair to say that a large percentage of the community feels that the update was not what they thought it was going to be, and that in some aspects of it they are less than satisfied with. I think that's putting as nice a phrase on it as possible. And I think that's tough. I think that's tough for the community. It's tough for the team, and it's a journey, and I'm hoping that we get somewhere with it, in 6 months or so, that, we can look back and say, okay, well, I'm glad we ended up here. So, I'm not, and, I have my own opinions on it. If you watch my Sundered Pass series, I express some frustrations with Sundered Pass because it's a map that seems to be designed to make exploration difficult, which is really what I want to do. But you know what? I could always roll a pilgrim save in there if I wanted to, so it's a push-pull. It's a push-pull. I'm neither defending nor attacking. I think it's, what I do appreciate is that it's a team that treats its people very well. They clearly have a ton of respect for their game, and I do think they have a respect for their players. I think that there's a lot of people who play this game in a lot of different ways, and trying to make that spectrum of people happy is challenging. So, I love the cheat death mechanic. I think that's great. Misery mode, I've had a good time with it. Those have been great. And, I think Zach is right that Sundered Pass is just a map that really requires map knowledge. And until you get it, it's going to be rough. The Cougar, I'm kind of ambivalent on the Cougar. I understand why people are upset about it. I wasn't super excited about it to begin with. I mean, it was the big star of the update, but I didn't need another animal. So I was okay with it. But I do feel that they positioned it I think the marketing slash hype maybe got away from them, and I think that happens a lot. But they the understanding of how the cougar was going to work was so different than how the community thought the cougar was going to work for a very long time. And I think it was in Hinterland's best interest to know that's what the community thought and to start managing those expectations earlier. That's my thought on it. I think that a lot of the reaction of the cougar is to how it works, but also that it's so different than how people thought slash wanted it to work. But, you know, I still love the game. I'm still playing the game, you know, and it'll find its way. I'm confident it'll find its way. Now, speaking of finding our way, I just went on that long black screen, that black screen diatribe. I kind of view the weekend series as a little bit more personal. It has a lower view count, so I feel like this is my core audience is watching this, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. What was I doing? I was looking for saplings. That's right. Okay. Well, we kind of need it to be daylight, and you know, that's when I go to this screen and I start looking for stuff to do. I probably spend 20% of my time in the game in the inventory screens, just staring at it, looking for clothes to repair and like things to sharpen. We do have some things we could sharpen. Ways to pass time. I do not like to move without visibility. So I like for it to be, you know, fully daylight. Astrid, you need to eat again? Good heavens, woman. It's like a daily thing with you. Are we carrying around... Okay. Thank you. I was a little worried about that. Okay. Well, we didn't find any saplings here. The search continues. Why do you look like coal? Because you're a wheel. The search continues. It's going to be harder to see them in this way. But we'll at least run down the street here. I think we need to head towards the HRV side. Maybe around that pond? The moose pond? Could be. We don't have well fed right now anyway. I'm kind of okay with letting her starve if I need to. Instead of just constantly shoving food at her, just to maintain well fed. I mean, how far? Yeah, we'd be alright if we lost 5. Well, we don't have well fed, so it doesn't matter. We're alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna go into a building that I'm sure I've already been in. Yup. I need to mark them or something, but... I think I may not have gone down the back street. I'm sure I went in this thing. Yep. Okay. It's kind of weird that such a small structure has 2 doors. Now you're promising, though. Yeah, I haven't been here. Who knows what wonders might be in this kitchen. Honey, just put the dishes in the bucket. I'll wash them later.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
So sad. It's so sad. Upstairs in the A-frame. I'll tell you what, those Sundered Pass A-frames are not very inviting. They're so cold. I was so excited to see houses. I'm like, nope, not warm in here. Oh, also no loot. It's so hard not to take water. I can't help myself. Drink it. Okay. Continue on. What day is it? 22. I'm going to give us today 24. I won't remember that I said this. If we don't have a saplings curing by day 24, we're going to leave. I hear something. Walking around. Ooh! Did you see that? Hello, Wolfie. Well, there's a fine howdy-do. Ugh. What do I do in this situation? I don't know.
Cold. So cold. Come on. Think of fire. Think of hot fire. Yeah.
Ooh. Yep. Woo. All right, boy. Let's go our separate ways here. Woo. That was a dicey one. Now, this is gonna go out. I don't have another torch to light, so... just move away from him.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
I think you're gonna eat nothing, Astrid. I can't say that you'll like it. But I've looked into your future. And that is what I see.
Starting to feel numb. Wait.
It's kind of good. I'm enjoying right now what I'm doing, which is exploring areas of Mountain Town I don't usually... I just walk by, but I don't look at. So whether this is helping the run or not, I'm having a good time. That's always my objective. I think, you know, I don't think many people would necessarily watch, like, my YouTube stuff to, like, learn how to be a better player. I mean, I don't know, maybe. But I think primarily that what I try to offer is entertainment. And I feel like one of the most entertaining things you can watch is just to see somebody having a good time. Like, see someone smile, you smile. It's like, you know, It's like yawns, you know? They're just contagious. It's no fun to watch somebody not having fun. So, I always need to make sure that I'm having a good time. That's like job one. We demand saplings. Okay. More specifically, we demand maple saplings. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could just order up what you wanted from the game and the game would just give it to you. I'll need to remember this. That's hilarious. That is so funny. Well, they say don't be afraid to ask life for what you want. You might just get it. All right. I'm going to bring these to the trailer by HRV. Recently proclaimed by both myself and Koru as the best trailer in the game. And I have not received, even from the internet.
It was like an empty pit.
Even from the internet, I expressed an opinion and no one has told me I was wrong. I think it is the best trailer in the game. So we're going to drop all this off here so that we can do our work. Probably drop the cured gut off too. We need another one, but there's guts curing in the farmhouse. Okay, I had an objective today, and I achieved it. Kind of accidentally, but hey, I'll take it. Any port in a storm, man. Doo-doo. Nice. You watch. Now that I have the maple sapling, I'll be tripping over them, which is fine. No complaints if that happens. I'll just gather those up too. No. There we go. We already had guts curing here because we are brilliant. We'll add to this note. 2 guts. 1 maple. 4 birch. All right, and I am gonna take this save right here. That was a day where we meandered around a little bit, but we ended up achieving what we set out to achieve. That's a good day. That's a good day in my book. Day 22, almost day 23. We're gonna call it day 23 for the purposes. You know what? I'll make it. Let's make it day 23 so that we're not cheating. Go ahead. Now it's day 23. Yes, okay. So that's day 23. And that's the chef for this weekend. And we will be back. I'll be back tomorrow with more Adventures in the Long Dark. And Chef will return on the weekends, as it always does. And that's going to do it for me. If you could do the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, those all really, really help me. This morning, I got up to 550 subscribers. Unbelievable, considering we're still celebrating 500. And we've already added another 10%. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the support that you show me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.